It's been predicted for centuries, discussed for decades, and finally, it's here. It's Pablo's End of the World broadcast.
That's right, we're doing the End of the World broadcast with Pablo. Rourke has just joined us here in the bunker at Spirit HQ. Rourke, thanks for joining us this morning.
Have I joined you? Do you want to just check me on my live still?
You are.
We're still going?
We're still going.
All right, good.
We've got a lot to cover. We've had a couple of experts on the show. WA scientist, chief scientist Lynn Beasley and former AFL star Scotty Cummins. What are you bringing to the table?
Just an in-depth knowledge of news.
How is that going to help in the bunker?
I don't know. Well, if anything goes down, I'll be reporting on it.
Lot to cover in the next hour. Rourke's around in the bunker as we discuss the end of the world in our End of the World broadcast right now, Australian Crawl Lakeside. Spirit 1260 Breakfast with Pablo. We're talking End of the World broadcast with Rourke Walsh. And Rourke, we're getting prepared here for our bunker. We've nearly packed it. We've nearly sealed it shut for the end of the world. I want to know from you. I'm going to let you go first.
Hold on. What are you talking about, a bunker?
Yeah.
What, is this a bunker? Or?
This is a bunker. We've got it all fortified here at Spirit. We want to know...
I was like, oh, bunker, what?
Yeah. It's cyclone proof. This will survive the end of the world. I'm going to let you go first, though. We've got 3 things we can take in to the end of the world. 3 things each.
Yep.
Number 1, what are you taking?
It's a good question. Kidnap Bear Grylls, I reckon. I'd bring Bear Grylls with me.
He would be helpful.
Oh, he'd get it done, little shelters. He'd find you food. I don't know if you've ever seen his show, but he's pretty sort of inventive when it comes to surviving in tough circumstances.
Yeah, you've sort of outdone me there. I didn't know we could kidnap people. I was sort of going with the theme of a rope or something like that. So straight away, you're one up.
Yeah, no, Bear Grylls.
You've got Bear Grylls. I've got a rope. I'm thinking you're going to survive a little longer than me.
Yeah, probably. Based on it.
I'm not sure how Bear's going to feel about this whole thing, though. Have you spoken to him recently?
No. Never spoken to him. So haven't discussed it with him, but I'm sure he'd be fine with it. I mean, he's being kidnapped. He doesn't really have much of a choice in the matter.
No, he doesn't. So you've got Bear Grylls in your bunker. I've got a piece of rope in mine. In your bunker, what else are you taking?
I'm taking Gordon Ramsay with me.
Gordon Ramsay? What is this? You're just taking people.
Yeah, no, I'm going to kidnap Gordon Ramsay and he'll be cooking for me. He'll have his chef's kitchen in the bunker. And
it's not a weekend away, like picking 3 favourite celebrities who you can take.
It's not about like who I want to take. It's like, what do you have to do when you're in a bunker? You have to eat. Who's the best person at cooking? I like Gordon Ramsay. I think he gets it done in the kitchen. He gets the job done. Bear Grylls, he'll know how to sort of make sure we survive if anything untoward goes down. And yeah, I'll let you know of my third one soon.
Let's nearly forget my bunker. I think I was going to take an iPod second. I guess you're going to take a band down. You taking the Rolling Stones?
No, I'm taking Foxtel, mate.
So you got to take Foxtel. So you've got it set. So your bunker basically.
No, not just Foxtel, IQ as well. And I will have TiVo'd like plenty of NBA. So I'll have at least 2 or 3 days worth of games to get through.
Yeah, even though they won't be going on outside.
No, I've recorded them.
Oh, you've recorded them. So you've got about 3 days worth of basketball to watch. Gordon Ramsay's cooking in the little bunker on the furnace. And Bear Grylls is out foraging for food.
Yeah.
You're surviving more than I am, I think.
Yeah, no, good plan. I've been thinking about this for a while, actually. I mean, we've had, since the Mayan sort of civilization destructed to...
You've had a few thousand years to think about it.
Yeah, a few thousand years to sort of sort it out. And yeah, just the other week I decided on my final 3. That's it.
It looks like you're going to have to go to England very shortly.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if you're going to make it there. And be back in time for your flight down to Perth in about an hour. Rob, we've got a lot more to talk about here on the End of the World broadcast. Spirit 1260, you're on the End of the World broadcast with Pablo. Rourke's back out of the bunker. Good to have you back with me. It's Robbie, William and Candy. Candy, you wouldn't have any of that at the end of the world. We're going to talk about who do you think would survive and who's more athletically built for the end of the world, because from my point of view, a 7'2" behemoth giant is not cut out to survive the end of the world. That's why I think for yourself, your days, your hours are numbered.
No, well, you've got it completely wrong. Big, strong,
Thank you.
Sturdy. No, not you. I mean, I don't even know how to begin describing you, but if the world was to, turn apocalyptic on us, turn into a barren wasteland of just destruction, there'd be nothing around, I'd back myself in over you to survive, I think.
Now, I think you've got this conception about yourself because you've claimed you've grown up on the farm and things like that. You've got that beard. You're trying to grow there. But the thing is, you haven't travelled much, and you've barely left WA. And I think the problem is, at the end of the world, you've got to go anywhere. You might have to go anywhere. You've never left Australia. You've barely left the state. I just don't think you'll be able to survive and forage around. Really, you're going to really struggle with that concept.
No, well, look, I'll back myself in. I mean, looking at you, I don't think you'd struggle to get out of the studio at the moment. But, I mean, you probably have to draw a few deep breaths before taking the step outside. But, look, I just want to put this out there. If any sort of surviving relies on being fast at jumping in a sack, I think we're a shoo-in. I am the fastest in the world. No one is faster than me over 1.6 kilometres in a sack race.
You are unofficially the world champion at that. I will point that out. But I think one other thing that really needs to be pointed out, you grew up most of your life. I mean, obviously your parents were very lenient on you. I mean, there was no discipline in the Walsh household. And I think this really spurs an interesting fact because you never worked. You didn't work for about 20 years.
I worked on a farm for from the age of 1.
The age of 1. You say this often, but I don't
There's pictures of me in the stroller, just one arm out, holding the shovel, just trying to break the earth a bit while we're planting a few trees. Like, I was out there just doing the hard graft from an early age.
Even at 1, I don't think...
Shearing sheep.
Not at 1.
I was driving the ute at about 4.
I don't... Well, your dad can get a lot of trouble about that. So.
Not on the roads, of course.
Definitely not on the roads. I think at 1 years old, you wouldn't have been pulling your weight. I know what you're like. You often describe your working day as just unbelievable.
I was 28 kilos and about 2.5 foot tall. 1 year old.
You would have been picking up eggs and saying it was a day's labour. I know what you like. You would have gone into the little egg hatch, picked up a few eggs and said that was a day's work. I just think, from the working background that I know you at, I don't think when the end of the world, it's a non-stop work, 24 hours a day, you've got to be working.
Where are you from again?
Bendigo, Victoria.
Bendigo.
Yeah,
well, there you go.
What do you mean, there you go? Ballarat, not far down the road.
What about Ballarat?
Ned Kelly.
Yeah, he died pretty young, didn't he? Good on him. Take a leaf out of Ned's book.
The debate could rage on.
You're listening to Breakfast with Pablo on Spirit 1260 Karatha.